Hi everyone, welcome back. A person wrote in and wanted to know if I was ever afraid of someone I was doing a reading for. And actually I have had a few times when people have come, and because of the information that was coming in, it led me to believe that the person I was reading possibly had something to do with this person's passing. So, I'm very careful how I bring information in. But even more than that, I don't ever do a reading alone. I always make sure, my center is in my home. I always make sure that my husband or one of my sons are here. You have to be smart, especially women. I tell women, and it goes with the same with healing. Like if you're into Reiki and, you do Reiki sessions. I tell them to be smart and be very careful when you're reading, you're doing anything on the opposite sex, especially. You have to be very careful. You have to be smart. So, you should never be alone in an area with someone from the opposite sex. But yeah, there have been a few times when I can't really say I was afraid, but I took a little longer for me to bring the information in as far as how I would bring it in. Okay, because I would never want to bring it in a way that the person I was reading thought that this person in spirit was telling me that this person, maybe took their life or assisted in taking their life. The spirit energy I'm talking about. So I'm careful, I'm very careful. So there have been a few times when I was, a little bit apprehensive as far as how I brought the information in, but it did turn out to be okay. But like I say, you have to be smart. You should never do this alone, uh, you know, uh, and I'm very careful. And most of my readings are done in the evening. So my husband, my son is usually home. And so, and they know that I'm going down for a reading, and they always look out the window and look at the person that's coming in. And, you know, I actually had a person come here one time that had a gun. I live in Pennsylvania, and you're allowed to carry in Pennsylvania. So it's not unusual that people carry guns. But in this case, the child energy that came in let me know that her father did in fact have a gun and was contemplating suicide. So of course I didn't, I was careful again how I brought the information in, but I let him know that his child on the other side wanted him to understand that he was meant to continue on living. It was her time to pass, and that he should not do anything to try to, make his time here on earth be less than it should be, because it's always God's time, not our time. So, I just, like I say, I have had a few times, but I'm just very careful how I bring the information in. And again, I'm careful that I'm never alone when I do readings. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. And as always, I leave you in God's love and light.